welcome in, everybody. Welcome back to some more Hades. The last time we unlocked the gauntlets and the other side of the mirror. So we'll go ahead and look at those real quick. So we are going to use the gauntlets. We can see that it does give us some shadow. Once again, we've got the uppercut, we've got the melee. So this is going to be interesting. The up close melee weapons are not always the best, but we'll make it work. So we went ahead and flipped this one, so we can either have 2 or more of our cast, or they drop out faster. We're going to try having it drop out faster, but we're going to keep everything else on the normal side of the mirror. So 50% backstab damage, 3 health every time we leave a room, 1 death defiance, 1 extra dodge, and then more damage to, now that I think about it, neither of these are that great with the Stygian Soul, but we'll go ahead and run it. We have 1 key. We do need 10 to unlock the next talents, and we don't have, oh, it says go lie down. Hold on a second. Did I miss stuff last time? Go lie down. Okay.
It is the dead of night, or the approximation of it in the realm of Hades. Prince of the underworld Zagreus rises from a fitful slumber, with much mischief on his mind.
Mischief? Me? I was just going to have a little look through Father's stuff.
All is quiet at this time. Ever-dreaming Hypnos put a spell upon the house, as willful Zagreus had asked of him. All are fast asleep, save for the prince. It is exactly as he planned.
Lower your voice, old man. I'm trying to be sneaky here.
The fourth wall breaking with the narrator always amuses me. It's great.
He ventures toward the stately throne of his lord father, half expecting to be caught, but ill expecting what he is about to find.
I said shut up, old man.
He does not know exactly what he seeks. He only knows that something always has felt off to him, that he does not belong. Who is he, really? Lord Hades never would indulge such questions, so Prince Zagreus would find out for himself.
I'm not listening.
He rifles through his lord father's possessions. There is not much of any import there. Ledgers and administrative parchment work. Correspondence from Olympus which he had ignored. No trace of any reference to his son. But then, there is the note. Written finally in a hand and voice the likes of which the prince had never seen or heard.
Hades, I can no longer tolerate my life here in this place. So I'm leaving, even if it kills me. I won't be returning to Olympus. If there is a place where I belong in this world, it must be somewhere between heaven and hell. Perhaps it's on the coast and has a little garden. Take care of Cerberus. I shall miss him. Persephone.
Thus did Prince of the Underworld Zagreus absorb the contents of this hidden letter, written in his mother's hand.
His mother's hand. My mother's hand? Wait, what? You're saying this Persephone, that she's my mother? But Father always said that Nyx was that liar. He lied to me. They both did. All my life.
Thus did the prince discover inadvertently the well-kept truth about his lineage. Entirely by chance, this did occur.
Entirely by chance.
Persephone, the one-time queen of all the underworld. Where had she gone? And why? Engulfed by newfound questions and his rage, the prince decided to confront his lord and master.
Why? You're Nyx. You're not my mother. All this time, you and my father, you lied to me?
Oh, my dear child. So now you know. So now you know. But only half the truth. I can explain the rest, so please. It never was my wish to hurt you.
Mother, I wonder, will you even remember me?
All right. I can't believe I missed that last time. So, with the new keepsakes that we got more health. We got 10% damage striking undamaged foes, also striking foes from behind. Well of Charon does more encounters. 20% damage at 35% or less health. We've got our Poseidon boon, or keepsake. We've got our Artemis keepsake, our Dionysus keepsake, and our Hermes keepsake. And then we have the final encounter of each underworld. We take 0 damage from the first 3 hits from any time foes hit you. So let's go ahead and take the Black Shawl. We could pick a specific god. I don't really want to do any of these. Dionysus would probably be the one I do. This also wouldn't be too bad, but I want to level up some of these other ones too. So let's go ahead and take the Black Shawl this time. And let's go ahead and set out.
No turning back.
Family. Death is your only family. Death and I. Best get accustomed to the both of us.
No, not on your life.
Oh, and we got Dionysus anyways. So, Drunken Fist Run.
I have to wonder, man, what's going through your head? I mean, I know you hear me and the others, but it's so damn dark down there, I can't hear you at all.
Okay. So we're going to take one of these two just because they're fated choices. Special's not going to be great because our special is just one big attack. So I think we're going to take Drunken Dash, even though it's not the best damage. So that's going to do. So it's going to take a little bit of setup to get the hangover ticks on them, unfortunately. So it's just going to be incidental. It'll happen if it happens. I'm not going to go out of my way to really push it too hard. It is only 2 ticks per time, or 2 damage per tick anyways. So I'm not super worried about the damage. Taking the attack probably would have been the better source of damage, just because our attack does so many hits. We would have put 5 dots on it very quickly. We're going to go for the keys more often than not this time. Just because I do want to open up the last, or the next part of the talents. And I did forget that we have the gold will be in some of the urns now, so we need to keep an eye on that as well. There we go. We'll go for the hammer. And there's one right there. I do believe we upgraded it to 10, which we did. Though it looked like that one said 12, so that was interesting. Oh, it's probably because we got 2 from Mom. The nice thing is the uppercut does do a lot of damage, especially if we can get a backstab hit on it. With the fist, we just have to make sure we are very mobile. Okay, your attack has more range, deals 10% more damage, holds special for longer range and up to 100% base damage. Your special becomes a flying kick that deals 40 base damage twice. The answer is probably Flying Cutter. I kind of want to take Rush Kick, though, just to see. That's interesting. All right, we don't have enough gold for the shop, so we're going to skip the shop. Well, that kick is very interesting. I don't know if I like it or not, but it's the choice we made, so here we are. Does give you some distance, though. Let's go for Artemis. If we can get Artemis attack, that might be pretty good.
Blasted Doomstone then.
Fortunate thing is that the kick is actually moving us forward a little bit, so we were taking a little bit of laser damage there, but it should be fine.
Yeah, thing.
Something's troubled me a little about you. You fight so desperately. At first I thought you simply lacked in patience, but now I see it's urgency that drives you. What is it that you're after, really?
Okay, I think we're gonna go with Faded, though. Okay, we're gonna take Artemis Aid. I do want to knock out these Faded choices as we find them, and the Artemis Call is actually really good, so
The might of the Huntress.
attack would have been great, though. Just saying, there was no bad choice there with those two. Ooh, kind of a late chaos, but should be fine. So the way the call works, if you guys don't remember from, I think it was the last one we did, the God Gauge at the bottom will start to fill up as we go through these. Once it fills up to 1 tick, we can use it. If it fills up to the 4th one, we will get the, so we do that. And it shoots a very strong Artemis arrow with, I think it said 35% chance of a crit. Okay, let's go for Chaos here.
All right.
That was a tough one. 22 damage. That's rough.
Let's see.
Have arrived within a certain shroud of darkness, son of Hades. The goddess Nyx's ancient shore. I had not sensed its void in a considerable amount of time.
Okay, so for the next 3 encounters, each time you special, you get hit for 4 damage. Afterwards, your special deals plus 47% damage. The next 5 encounters, chamber previews are hidden. Afterwards, gain 31 max health. The next 3 encounters, you cannot earn money, but afterward, any money you find is worth 35% more. We want to go with Flayed Flourish. We can just avoid specials for a few rooms. That's fine. So it's important to remember that with our dash, the hangover bubble, it's where we dash at, not where we're dashing to. So if we're wanting to put that hangover on them, we need to make sure that we are paying attention to where we're dashing from, not where we're dashing to.
Gemstones.
Okay, I think we go for Aphrodite here. I feel fine adding her into our god pool. Her attack or her special would probably be pretty good. Dodge a little too slow there. There we go.
You're going to love it on Olympus, little godling. The air is beautiful and brisk, the gardens lush, the feasting plentiful. Why, it must be the opposite of everything to which you are accustomed.
Okay, yep, both of these are great. I think we're going to go ahead and take Heartbreak Strike here.
Heartbreak time.
I don't think we really care about any of those. We're a little low on health, but I think we'll be fine. I want to save the gold for the shop room. This is our last room that we can't use our special in. Our attack's doing a lot of damage now, thanks to the Aphrodite boon.
Delicious.
Let's go ahead and upgrade our call. So you can see the max gauge bonus is it fires 10 arrows instead of 1. So that's going to be the big difference. You know what? Let's go ahead and recover the health. We can use our special now.
I don't think so, boy.
May I help you?
You know, I said let's recover health while we're taking quite a bit of damage. So last one ends. Hanging down there by the urns. Okay.
Blood and darkness.
So we did get enough to max our health back up though. So, which was the hope. We didn't really need the 100. Sure.
I'll take it.
You found me, little nephew, strewn among the inventories of that most disturbing riverboatman. That means you win my blessing.
Okay. So we can. This is an exchange. So what this would do is this would change our Drunken Dash to a Poseidon Dash, which honestly isn't the worst thing. It will upgrade it to a rare, but I think we're just going to take Ocean's Bounty here. We'll just take the incidental with the dash. It's fine. And this way we can hopefully get some more rewards as we're going through the next area.
Hey, Charon, if there happens to be something really horrible awaiting me beyond that door, then give me a sign, won't you? Great. Oh, hi there.
It's not Meg this time.
Oh, finally. I've been waiting for this. Really.
You must be one of Megaros' lovely sisters. I don't believe we've had the pleasure. Waiting for what exactly?
So sick of, doing my regular job, uninterrupted, not having to clean up Meg's messes.
I get the feeling we're starting out on the
Lecto.
wrong foot.
Anyway, I always wanted to kill a god. You'll have to do.
She's psyching up.
So we can see that she has a rage bar. She is actually very different from Meg. This is a much different fight this time around. So right now, our big focus is just trying to avoid these blades, trying to put Hangover on her as I can for that incidental extra bit of damage. There we go. Use the Artemis call to try to get that big hit on her to finish her off.
I don't like her very much.
So get some more Titan blood.
Shuddered at the touch of it.
Okay,
Which to
so
choose?
we're just going to keep the Black Shawl going. This way we can just continue to work on ranking it up. There's nothing I really want to get rid of. And then there's nothing that we really need to buy here. No. Okay. Make sure we're not missing any lore points. Nope. Oh, there's one here.
The path from Tartarus is finally laid bare. Far above, the heat from Phlegethon, the river of flame, is faintly felt already, even as its dangers lie in wait.
Lovely. So
Thank
what's the
you.
Tartarus? In the bag.
So
Asphodel.
back to Asphodel we go. So the nice thing is that we're going to get the bonus darkness from using the fists, but then we've also got the plus 50% from the Poseidon boon. So we should get a nice chunk here, even though it's just a normal room. To get 18 now. That's pretty good. We're going to go for the nectar, just because I really want to make sure that we continue getting the keepsakes. Nice.
Sweet.
Okay, go for Hermes here.
Get me out of here.
Once again, it'd be nice to hit the shop every now and then, but unfortunately just not having the gold for it. And it's just because it's just something we haven't been prioritizing very much. So I'm going to try to focus on one here. That way we can... There we go. We can break the armor. We can focus on getting knocked out. Okay, there we go.
All clear.
Want to bring you in on something, boss? Reason that Uncle Poseidon got to you before I did is I let him. He's under the impression he's as prize ever.
Okay, so we got Specialist faster, which isn't great. Regenerating, we're already regenerating at 4 seconds, so 3.67 is not much faster. So we're going to go with Side Hustle. It'll give us a little extra coin going from room to room. Let's go ahead and take that too, actually. Okay.
Which path?
So we've got Artemis, and we've got coins. Let's go ahead and go for the upgraded Artemis. I hate this boss so much.
The witch's circle.
This room without the Athena dash is going to be rough. This room with the Athena dash, much easier to handle. So the way I like to handle this is I like to, especially when I don't have a time limit, which we don't right now, we will get to that later, is I like to try to pick off one that's away from the others. That way I can try to avoid the mass spam like that. Because as we start whittling these down, it's going to be very tough. The nice thing is that when we punch them, though, the orbs go away. So as long as we're timing it right, we can block a lot of damage this way. But we have to time it right. Ah. Okay, there we go. Down to one left. So, there goes our Death Defiance. That's very unfortunate. There we go. Okay. Oh,
Witchcraft.
That was a tough one. Okay, so we've got our cast. Critical effects deal even more damage to armor. After we deal critical damage to a foe near it is marked. So let's go ahead and go with our cast here. No. Faded. We'll go with the Hidebreaker. This run is probably not going to get us out of Elysium either. Just, it's not. I wasn't expecting it to, unfortunately. It's just not very strong. Being melee for a lot of this is very rough. We will make it out of Elysium. We 100% will. Just not going to be this run.
More.
Okay.
Power.
Let's go ahead and just upgrade the call again. What is this? Money? We don't really need money right now. Let's go for the extra health. We are going to need it, because honestly, I don't know if this build is going to get us out of the Asphalt, to be honest. And at the rate we're taking hits, probably won't.
Can't do that.
Oh,
That's good.
We got health, we got a shop. So this is the shop before the Hydra. So we're gonna go to the shop. Hopefully we can get some health. Hopefully. There is health. Excellent. We'll take Artemis. Special cast. Nice, we just take pressure points. Yeah, we're just gonna take pressure
My
points.
senses sharpen.
Heartbreak Strike leveled up, so our Heartbreak Strike is now doing 113% damage. Oh, let's see if we can beat the Hydra. I'm not putting a lot of faith in it, though.
Hydra, you look different.
So remember how I said the Hydra, the different heads will do different things? This one shoots out lava. And pressure points coming in clutch there, where it dealt the 96 damage on the one hit, which is really nice. So really what we just want to do is we want to try to get our call to max, and then once we get through the heads, firing things, okay. Why are you in the lava? I'm still using my cast even though I don't have one when I can, just because we do still do additional damage while our cast is in an enemy. So the hope is we can fill our God Gauge to the point where it's full by the time we get to the next
Whoa, that's not good.
portion of the boss. Okay. So hopefully we can fill it up by the time we're done with these. got rid of one. We are hurting. Okay, we do have our greater call. We might have to use it sooner rather than later, depending on how rough this area gets. I think we're okay. I just would much rather use it when it's just the last head is left. So the green heads, as you can see, drop these little shells. The shells pop up enemies. So I'd like to take care of the green heads. Here we go, there's that one. There's that one. We are hurting a little bit, unfortunately. Okay. So now we're gonna wait for that to wear off, then we'll do the God Call. There we go. So that was the hope. It worked, thankfully.
Diamond.
Alright, get our diamond, move on up to Elysium. Which, once again, I don't think we're gonna make it through Elysium this run. We're gonna keep the Black Shawl. We only have 6 encounters to go to rank it up. It'd be nice to get something to rank 2. Health would be nice, but only 15% chance isn't great. Alright, let's just keep moving on.
Bye, Asphodel.
Let's keep pushing.
Done. Let's slay some heroes then.
Okay, Shadow or Key? I think it's Key. I think we just keep pushing Key. We've got 3, we need to get up to 10, so we're just gonna keep pushing keys. Oh, the chariots. I hate the chariots. I hate the chariots so much. Nice thing is we can use some of the terrain to our advantage. That backstab damage in.
Come.
Small chariots are also equally annoying. We're doing okay, though. All right, we got our key. Hammer. We go for the hammer. Like I said, hammers can make or break builds, so... Just trying to stay mobile. Trying to keep getting behind enemies to get that backstab damage in when I can. Make sure we put that hangover on them so that way we've got that constant tick of damage on them also, even when we're dodging around. We gotta remember that the enemies here, those eyes, we've got to kill those as soon as they pop up. We'll just try our best not to take damage from the butterflies. Is very hard having to get up into melee range though. There we go. Okay, our dash upper deals 100% damage in an area. Your dash strike pierces foes and deals 900% damage to armor, and your attack has more range and deals 10% more damage. It's a breaching cross. I promise you here it is breaching cross. This might help us get at least to the boss. We are dash striking a lot, and dealing that 900% damage to armor is going to be so huge. So that's this. That's our dash strike. So we are gonna go here. Gonna go to the ally room, get our gold.
Leave me be to my eternal paradise, damn you.
Okay, so the options here are the same. 60% more attack for 10 rooms. Next 5 chambers restore 30% health. Replenish all uses of Death Defiance. I'm going to take this one. This is also a very good choice just because of how low we are. But there's a chance we get health in the shop before the fight. And the chances of us getting another Death Defiance back is slim to none. So we're going to take the Kiss of 6 Premium.
Just checking up on you, sir.
And we are going to go for the shop. I don't think this is this isn't right before the boss, but we're going to go for the shop anyways. We're going to go for Artemis.
Spend it all in one place, mate.
Okay, so we're going to take Hunter Instinct. We don't do a lot of criticals because we don't have anything on our special, which we should, or our cast. Our dash doesn't give us crits, only our call does. So Hunter Instinct isn't the right choice here, but I want to get through these faded choices. That way we get those knocked out. So we are going to take it for now. We are going to take this too. I don't want to do the dispute room, so we're just going to go ahead and go for Dionysus.
Something's amiss.
Oh, hello.
Thought you could just get away from me, did you?
Thanatos. I figured it was only a matter of time before Father sent you after me to do his dirty work.
Zagreus, is that really why you think I'm here? Let's see how many of these exalted champions you can send back to their dooms. Unless you'd rather I would send you back to yours.
Okay, so the way that this room is going to work is it's going to be us versus Thanatos to see who can take out the most enemies. If we can get more enemies taken out than he does, we will get a max health boon, which is just like the plus 25 max health.
Here come your father's forces.
And you can see the counter in the corner of how many enemies each of us has taken out. He is probably going to beat us because we are not a high damage build. The nice thing is the little ones do count. Like the little eyeballs count, as well as the... Unfortunately, he's just going to beat us, and I don't think there's a way around it. No, we tied. Well, but we only have 15 hit points, so was not great. Okay, so we got a couple really good options here. Special Inflicts Hangover is, once again, fine. Not anything we're really wanting to do here. Low Tolerance. So this is a duo boon between Aphrodite and Dionysus. So our Hangover stacks can stack more times against weak foes. So if we look, our punches inflict weak, and then we can actually stack +3. So right now our max stack is 5. This would give us to 8. And then using a fountain restores all hit points and gives you bonus damage. This would be great if we have a fountain coming up, but we don't have a fountain coming up until after the fight, I don't think. So it's between Low Tolerance and Drunken Flourish, and Low Tolerance is going to be the right call, just because if we can hit them with our punch, our dashing through them, which we are dash punching a lot, we'll stack 8 times instead of 5. So even though our Hangover is still only doing 2 ticks, okay, so since we tied, we do get that additional plus 25, which is nice.
Left, without so much as telling me goodbye. I suppose you knew I'd catch up with you sooner or later. Is that it? No escaping death and all.
I left when it was necessary, Than. I thought of you and hoped you'd understand. I have to do this.
That's more motivation than I've ever heard from you. Well, if you won't say it, I'll say it. Goodbye, Zagreus.
Oh, Thanatos. Okay, so we've got Poseidon with a boss, and we've got a Palm. Once again, I just don't feel strong enough to take a boss right now, so...
More strongbows?
Do I feel strong enough to take these guys? Not really, but we can put our new boon to use. once again doing those punches and then dashing through them, and you can see the stacks of what used to be 10 damage at a time is now hitting for 12 or 14 or 16, and that is all because of that duo boom that we just got where we can stack it more. So, like I said, it's a lot of incidental damage. It does work nicely with what we're doing, though. Okay, we gotta take out this archer. There's 2 archers, apparently. There's the other archer. Even though the shield guys are also doing range damage, and can apparently shoot through walls, the archers being able to lock on to a lot more damage. So we are just trying to get the ones that are going to be harder for us to take out done sooner rather than later. Okay.
Thank the fates.
So I am going to actually upgrade Drunken Dash this time. Since we got that duo boon, the extra hangover damage does now actually matter. Especially against bosses. So when we get to Theseus and Asterius, is this health? Oh, this is health, but okay, let's do it. This is probably a bad idea. I know I said this last time we were here and doing something like this, but we're just gonna continue dash striking. All of these extra bonus ticks. Okay, that actually did end up being worth it. So we only got 78 health from it, but that still puts us at 97 over where we were. As much as I want 2 keys, no. If I had a better build, if we were a little bit more coherent with the stuff that we were doing, I would definitely push that one. But we're just working on leveling stuff up right now, trying out the new weapon. It is not worth it, unfortunately, to actually push the boss fights right now. Especially since the goal is to just get past Theseus and Asterius at this point, and see the armor just melted off of this guy because of our dash strike from that hammer. See, just absolutely armor gone. So I am going to dash strike through the chariots just to get those additional stacks on them. Try to get them out of the way sooner rather than later. The dash striking is actually helping so much. All right, we got 8 gems that time, so that's nice. So if one of these was a boon room, I would 100% take the yarn. If we take the yarn, so I guess we can take the yarn and we can go through here and then go to a shop and we're guaranteed a rare boon. That's fine. That's fine. I don't want to get rid of any of this. So, okay. Just doing a little bit of strategizing before we pick the room that we go into, which is a very important thing to do, especially on these early runs, making sure you maximize what you're wanting to do. Knowing that, you know, if you are going to make it further into the run, going for the max health is probably better, but trying to prioritize the boons here to just give us a chance to beat Theseus and Asterius. Oh, that was rough. So once again, our dash striking is helping. These chariots are just take so much damage. All right, there we go. Just using our call to kind of help us maintain as much health as we possibly can, even if it's rough. All right, so here we are. The shop before Theseus and Asterius. And it does have health, thankfully. Okay, so we're going to take the health, and we're going to take the Artemis. Okay, support fire is going to be so good here because we're hitting so much with our dashes and our attacks, we are going to be launching a lot of these arrows. So yes, they're only 12 damage each, but they're 12 damage each. So every one of these hits is going to launch one of those arrows. So we are going to get a lot out of that.
Got stronger there.
Okay, and our God Gauge is going to tick up more on criticals. So we're going to give this a shot. I don't think we're going to beat Theseus and Asterius. If we do, I will be pleasantly surprised, though.
So, Hellspawn, you seek to break through to the surface of the world, but you shall not achieve your goal whilst I yet live and breathe, or the equivalent of it here in the splendors of Elysium.
And you leave me with little choice but to make you shut up already, and your bull-headed manservant there.
That Minotaur whom you address is my dear friend, you preconceiving stain upon the earth. Asterius and I are brothers here in death as we were enemies in life. Not that you could ever understand fraternal bonds as strong as ours.
So, you see all those arrows popping up. So this is another boss fight that we're going to do what we can to try to rage our God Gauge up to max. So that way you can just absolutely melt down. But we won't use it until after we get to one of them to at least 50% health. Oh, it's unfortunate. Okay, so we got Asterius down to 50. We're gonna God Gauge. It didn't fully take him out, which is unfortunate, but it did chunk him for a lot. So there's our Death Defiance back that we got. It's probably the best we've done against these two. And like I said, all of these, the Artemis chunks of damage are just so nice. Oh, we hit Theseus down to 50. So, I think we had this happen one time. Theseus does get a bonus from a god now, just like we do.
Not yet.
All right, we can take out the bull. We have very low health, unfortunately. Yeah, we gotta watch out for those circles. We are taking a lot of damage here. This is definitely the closest we've got to. Oh, I knew it was gonna be close. I knew it was gonna be close, but I thought we had it that time. Oh, okay. We're good.
Theseus.
We're good.
Oh, hey there, Dusa. How's your endless toil treating you?
Mr. Hypnos, do you maybe think that you could, keep an eye on the procession line before Lord Hades, like you were supposed to?
Oh, that's no problem. I can definitely do that. I'll just add it to the list.
Good, then. Glad we had the chance to chat. Now, maybe get some sleep or something. You look pretty beat.
Get on it, Hypnos.
Your extended family, the Olympians. They wish to help you from this place, don't they? I just hope that their intentions are as pure as they appear. They don't get on well with your father.
Neither do I last time I checked. I'll take all the help I can get trying to break out of here.
I'm pleased to hear you say that. I've known too many far too proud to accept help, even when it was sorely needed. You just be careful, lad.
I should check in with the house contractor.
She is gone, boy. She is gone. You are never going to locate her. I thought you would have come to that conclusion for yourself by now. But apparently it must be said.
You mean Mother? How would you even know? You said reaching the surface was impossible as well, and I'm in striking distance.
This is my final warning to you, boy. To cease this mindless quest. or else the consequences shall be worse than what you have experienced thus far.
Sorry, Father. I'm not afraid of you.
Oh, hello, Zagreus. I was just wondering if you had ever heard of any other court musicians who had lost the will to sing. Your father's asked me to explain myself, and honestly, it has been rather difficult.
If it's any consolation, mate, I'm certain every single undead court musician serving in the throne room of the God of the Dead has been through everything you're going through.
Okay. So let's take a look and see what we got new here. Flower vase. House decor. It's just more house decor. This would be nice to get. I think, how much do we have? We have 100, 40, 60, 80. I think we just upgrade all this stuff. Fountain chamber asphodel.
I'm hereby authorizing this expenditure, and I look forward to seeing the result.
Fountains purified.
Asking price, good contractor.
To give us
Worth
more
the fruits of
health.
your hard work, I'm sure.
And then
That shall be of no help to you, I'm sure.
No. Elysium.
I grant you funding and autonomy to do this job upon your earliest convenience, contractor.
I shall review this work once
Okay.
the time permits.
So now we can get a contractor's desk deluxe, give the house contractor a break, and new jobs. Since we have the gems,
You've done
or
so
not the
much for
gems,
us
the
as
diamonds, let's
contractor.
go ahead and do
Why
that.
don't you do a little something for yourself?
If that mess of a
So
thing
now we can
enhances
get
the contractor's
our weapons Dark
productivity,
Thirst
then
gives
so be it.
20% gems. That's very nice. Claiming gem chambers will give us more gold. Claiming nectar will give us a random boon level up. Claiming key will give us a fated authority that lets us change the next chamber to something else random. Claiming darkness chamber gives us 5 max health. It's very good. And then awards gems after vanquishing underworld bosses. Since we don't have the gems for any of those, we're just going to go ahead and take Darker Thirst.
Approved.
The diamonds,
Wouldn't
not the
mind an
gems.
extra helping of
Gotta say the right
gemstones
word.
while I'm ransacking out there.
Okay,
You wish
that's
to
all we can do
mine
right
my
now.
realm for gemstones, be my guest.
Hey, what's that you're drinking, Meg? Anything good?
Whatever it is, it's weak. Enough to be mistaken for your blood.
Nice. Well, I'll just leave you to it then.
Leave me alone.
Megara, the featured servant of the house.
Get away from me.
Okay.
Nyx must be someplace else.
So we'll check our nothing on the list. We do have some darkness. I kind of want to save up 500 to get the next Death Defiance, so we're just going to chill on that. Let's go ahead and check.
Hey, look at that.
Okay, so we've got the last weapon here for 8 keys as well. So we're going to do a sword run next time
Blade
for
of the
the
underworld.
darkness.
Tip, boyo. You find any coinage while you're out there, you be sure to pawn it off to that old Chiron. Boatman guy, use it or lose it, pal. Use it or lose it.
Thanks, mate. Note to self, always spend everything I earn instead of ever saving.
Okay, and we'll go ahead and probably do a spiked collar run, just so that way we can get, because this finally went up to, so this is now 15% damage striking undamaged foes. We need 50 encounters to get this up to rank 3. So let's go ahead and start working on the old spike collar for the next one. So we'll do sword, we'll do spike collar, and we'll try to give some nectar to some more gods. So that is this run. If you like what we're doing here, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all those YouTube words, as it really does help me out a lot. And I will catch you all in the next one. Keep it cheesy.